I'm glad you asked me to help you out and give you some guidelines in finding health information related to any questions you may have. And so, did you find parking place outside? Because it's usually crowded.
Yeah.
Okay, everything right?
Awesome.
Okay, that's good. Okay.
No problem. It's a nice place.
I know, it's good, nice library.
And it's nice and quiet and just, not a lot of people around. I love it.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Yeah.
it's like
So
a
we
meeting
talk
for
freely.
myself and, yeah.
Okay, when we talked earlier, you mentioned you wanted some reliable websites you could go to when you thought questions, when you go to the doctor and come home and you want to further information, because they usually give you it quickly, and sometimes you know.
But I forget a lot of things, when
Yeah,
I go
it's
and
true.
talk to them.
You just
By the time I
wanna
get home,
clarify.
I forget, you get nervous going to the doctor as it is.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
By the time you get home, that you forget half the things you're going to ask them, so yeah.
Yeah, but I picked out some websites for you, and I think these will really help you. And I just want to make things clear that I'm assisting you in searching for further information and adding to what your doctor's already given to you.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, because this is not to be considered medical
Right.
advice. It's just
Right.
advice on how to be able to serve yourself on health information.
Right.
Yeah. And all these websites are authoritative sources and should give you answers to simple queries. As always, if you're doubtful about any of the information, just contact your doctor. If you see something you think, oh yeah, I had that, but you didn't tell him,
Okay,
then
great,
that's
great.
all between you and your doctor. And beyond that, I can show you how to search and see what websites have been recommended by the National Institute of Health. And we'll go over those websites, and I'll just run through them, and we can look for different things. Some are more professional, some are more for the layman, and families and that. So we'll just go through them, and then at the end, I'll give you some information, and I'll give you one of the health magazines.
Okay, great. Yeah, because I've tried to do it myself on a lot of them, and it's just not giving me all the information that I need, and I'm not looking at the right website. So,
Yeah, you just Googling it, and then what shows up shows up.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, I
So
know.
that's what I need to know, particular websites to go to.
Okay,
So
great.
I appreciate it.
This is the National Institute of Health, and as you see at the top here, there's all the different things, information they got that you can search in.
Okay,
And
cool.
we'll click here on this first one, this health information. And then they've got some basic things here on what to look up, and it gives you further information. Now this one is this particular website by the National Institute of Health. This is the research agency part of it, and they're the one that do scientific studies, and they give the latest dates on news and different things that are going on. Like sometimes, certain times of the year, they'll have more information on flu. And I know this time of the year they usually have things about ticks, tick bites, and
Okay, great.
that Lyme
Awesome.
disease and that. So that's it's just
I
whatever.
definitely have more than one problem, but I'm worried about this.
Yeah, but
one
it's
right
just
now,
whatever is
but-
prevalent at the
Okay,
time,
great.
at the time of
Awesome.
the year. Yeah, so we can just run through here, and there's different things about grants and stuff like this. Like I said, this one's more of the professional or somebody that's in school, whatever. But you can look up certain things here.
Okay.
Let's see, which one would you like to,
Let's look at cholesterol.
is it on here? Cholesterol, okay. See, now they've got, the HDL cholesterol or cholesterol management. Then it goes on down for, high blood cholesterol. There's so much different,
Okay,
information here.
awesome.
And that,
I have high cholesterol. I don't know which one, but
yeah. But this is, okay, here's questions. Yeah. But this is going to give you more detailed information.
Okay, great.
It's
great.
usually not too scientific, but it's more on the scientific side. It's not going to be real layman language, but it'll give you things. And sometimes you can find something in this, within this website, be able to look on, further to see more information about it.
Okay, great. Awesome.
Okay. Now there's the next one is what they call Medline Plus. And that's a website for patients. It'll give you a huge assortment of all sorts of health-related information.
Okay.
So we'll go to that one here and see now all these topics here that you can look up, like health topics, drugs, herbs, and supplements.
Good.
It even has a
Awesome.
medical encyclopedia, which is really good because they'll fire out different words to you that you're not quite familiar with.
Oh, that's great.
Look at
Because
that real
half the
quick.
words the doctor says to me, I don't understand because they're medical terms. So
Yeah,
that's
that's
great.
true.
That's
So
really good.
all you have to remember or kind of know about is the first letter.
Okay.
You can
Oh,
look
that's
from
great.
there. So let's look under cholesterol here to see if it's got anything here. Yeah. We'll scroll down here. Okay, this may be good. They've got several things about it,
Okay.
Drug treatment, what to ask your doctor, lifestyle, testing results, Anyone of those look interesting to you?
Let's see. How about the cholesterol testing and results?
Oh, okay.
Because a lot of that I don't understand when they send it to me.
Yeah, oh, yeah, well, yeah.
To understand the numbers. And then they'll say, like, this is high, some of this cholesterol, but they'll say that's a good high, and, what does that mean,
Yeah, well, this will break it all down to you. It's got a diagram here showing the red blood cells, the cholesterol, and then it, gives it in layman terms so you can read it and understand what it looks like and what the different tests are. When should you be tested?
Great.
There's a lot of good information. That's LDL's the bad one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the one you want to watch out for. Yeah.
Does it say anywhere on there about what it should be, your cholesterol?
No, I don't
I guess-
think. Yeah, that's another thing
And it probably depends on your age and weight and
Yeah.
all that, and if you're male or female.
Yeah, well, here it'll give you information, like I said,
Okay,
this
good.
this
I can
is
just
from the
research it,
medical,
I'm
yeah.
sure.
It just says
That's
right
good.
here, yeah, it gives you kind of levels in between this and
Yeah,
that.
okay,
you know.
yeah.
So it gives you kind of an
Awesome.
idea,
Okay, great.
yeah. But, it's great, and it's got alternative names, for different tests and that. But I think you'll really enjoy this because it gives you, further places to go to, and,
And you're gonna write all this down for me so I remember.
yeah,
when I
I'm
get
gonna
home?
give you all, yeah.
Okay,
Well,
perfect.
listen,
Because I'll
I've
forget
written it all
something. I leave
down.
here.
No,
If you don't write the episodes down.
I've got everything written down. I've got the information beside it telling you what type of website that is.
Right.
And then the website's in blue. And then I've got this one for patients. I highlighted it there so you'll know
Okay,
which one to go
great.
to.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Good.
And this one's
Thank you,
got,
I appreciate it.
no problem. And let's go back to that one. And like I said, this is one of my favorite ones. Now this is run by the NIH, which was the same agency as the other one. But this is, like I said, more for patients.
Okay, that's good.
To look up stuff. And then this one's good,
Yeah.
You look up different. This is one of the few websites that have herbs and herb supplements and that. A lot of them don't even put them on there, and some of them you need to know.
Oh,
so,
yeah, for sure.
Because it'll tell you what not to take. Because since they're sold over the counter, sometimes you just don't know. So that's good to look up things on there. With your.
And I have high blood pressure, so some of them raise my blood pressure, so I have to be careful.
So
with
that'd
that.
be very good
So I would
to
have
go here
to
and just look,
research that before I take it.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, that was a really good one. Then there's this one, pH Partners. And this one's a little bit more in depth. And you can look up different health-related questions and that on this one. Let me see. Yeah, this is really a public health website. It's more for public health workers, but sometimes you just want, you're just curious, you want a little bit more information.
Yeah.
So you can look up in here, there's, search place for here, you can just look up.
Okay, great.
Let's look up covered and see if it says anything about it. Yeah, then it'll give you all these different articles and things you look at.
It tells about everything, doesn't it?
Yep.
It's awesome.
Yeah, all this and this,
Awesome.
And it directs you to other websites and other areas of information you can go to.
Great.
Like I said, if you got time, you want to read something a little bit more,
Yeah.
you want to go more in depth, this is, a good one to go to. It's still not too far, over an clinical worker, it's still, written in language that you can understand.
Okay, great.
There's
Awesome.
other stuff in there too. And then the last one I've got is Family Doctor. This is great because this is from the American Medical Association.
Wow.
And it's set up for patients as well, but it just has some great things in it.
Can you ask them questions on that?
Yeah, this one's got, it goes through all the different things
I know
as
some
a
websites,
family.
like you can talk.
Oh, I see what you're saying, yeah.
You can ask them questions and they'll answer you, like
Wait,
doctors.
they do have a Twitter where you can do that now. I don't think.
Okay.
Some of those are set up by hospitals. They're face-to-face,
Okay.
and they charge fees for those. Some
Yes,
of
I
them
know.
do,
Some
yeah.
of them do.
Yeah, and they can write prescriptions in those too as well. Some of those. I know
Wow.
Baptist has one. Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's.
Wow, that's awesome.
This was diseases and conditions.
Okay,
And then, you know, you got your alphabetical where you can look, and then it's got it all listed here,
Awesome.
which is great. Is, you know,
Because a lot of times also I want to look at the, you know, from what the doctor prescribes to me, I want to look at the side effects. You
Right.
know?
Uh-huh.
And a lot of times it don't give me everything what I've been looking at on it.
that's true.
And I'll hear things from other people and I can't find a lot of things, but then they're like, well, my doctor told me this and this.
Yeah,
And then I'll forget, time I get to the doctor, I forget
yeah.
to ask them about it.
This is good, yeah, this will good, because they do give you, different hints on what to ask your doctor, and they'll give you suggestions and, you know, things you should ask them if you're, not sure what's, you know, what's going on, or sometimes you'll get a symptom that you're not sure if it's part of what you're being treated for, and it's best to go ahead, you know, be able to ask them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Now, this is good prevention. There's different things here, you know, and this is family health. And then it breaks it down to infants and toddlers, kids and teens, men, you know, seniors, women. So that's a good one too, because then you can just look
Yeah.
up, you know.
Especially my grandkids are living with me right now.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, sometimes they're always getting sick from school, and sometimes, you know, you just want to look it up instead of running to the doctor every
Yeah, you want to see,
few minutes. You know, because
if
one
it's
day they're
necessary.
fine, the next day, one day they're sick, the next day they're completely fine, you know?
Yeah, that's
Instead of
true.
having to take them to the doctor if it's, you know, something real necessary that I need to take them to the doctor for.
Yeah, that's true. It'll give you a little bit more security, and, you know someplace you have to go, and if you know, feel it's necessary, then you can call up the doctor, you know. Then you have something
Right.
some information to ask them. You feel more comfortable, you know.
Exactly,
Because when they ask you what are the
exactly.
symptoms, what is this, you know, then you have information to give to them,
Yeah.
which is good. It's just something to kind
That's
of
great. I
give
love
you a little bit of
that.
security, yeah.
Real good.
And then,
Nobody wants to pay to go to the doctor every day taking your grandkids unless they really need to go, you
Yeah.
know?
Oh, yeah,
If it's
I
something like a
understand.
sniffle, you know?
yeah, you can, you know, some of these will give you some, you know, idea of, you know, they'll tell you, you know, like when's the guideline to call your doctor and that, so. And since these are by doctors,
And like-
there's a little bit more reliable information.
One of my grandsons, he has eczema, and you know, I like to look that up sometimes. I want to check that out because certain times of year he breaks out more. Like this time of year, he's breaking out
Mhm.
more because I think the heat and then maybe everything in the air, you know.
That's
and
true, yeah.
So he seems to break out more this time of year than the winter.
Yeah, that's just one of the things you can look up and read some, you
That's
know,
great
read
to
more
know.
about it.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Is there anything else you need me to look up or, you know, curious about?
No, I think you did a great job. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
So I fulfilled your needs, so to speak.
Oh,
you know.
absolutely. Oh
Okay,
my
great.
gosh,
So
that's
I'll give you this
awesome.
paper, and it's got
Thank
everything
you so
written down
much.
for you with all the deal, and then there's one of the health magazines you've got there that
Okay,
you can take
great,
with
great,
you.
great, awesome.
And if you
awesome.
need any other information, feel
Awesome,
free to
awesome.
call us, come in, you know,
Thank
everybody's
you.
here to help
Thank
you.
Can I call and ask for you?
Yeah, you can, yeah.
Okay,
Great.
thank you. Thank
Okay,
you.
great. Well, thanks so much. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'll see you soon.